Remember when Assassin's Creed was an annual series like Call of Duty? Every year we had a new Assassin's Creed game and it was a great time to be alive. Odyssey to Valhalla took 2 years, and after that it was 3 years for Mirage if you count it, and 4 years till the next big mainline one with Shadows this upcoming November. Well, it seems we may be going back to getting those sweet annual releases again, or at least close to it, as Ubisoft has confirmed that, what many fans have already been asking for or expected, that they are working on remaking older Assassin's Creed games in desperate need of one, or just due to fan demand. In a Q&A session with Ubisoft CEO, Guillemot, he confirmed that remakes of older Assassin's Creed games are coming, saying, "Players can be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in some of our older Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich." He however clarified that the series will have more gameplay variety between entries. While the goal is to release more Assassin's Creed games regularly, he said they won't be the exact same experience every year. He uses the upcoming, Shadows and, Assassin's Creed Hex as examples. There are a lot of good things to come, including Assassin's Creed Hex, which we've announced, which is going to be a very different game from Shadows. We're going to surprise people, I think. Now, a remake of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is reportedly in the works, codenamed Obsidian, and that would line up with the new direction the series is going if it exists. However, it's also reportedly not going to be released for a few years as it's in, early development. I know many fans love Black Flag, and so do I, but not as an Assassin's Creed game. As a pirate game, 4 was the first game that almost prided itself on being different and trying separating itself from what we had before. It's why I always wanted, a Pirates Creed game from them or something. And when they first announced Skull and Bones, I was hoping that would be it. But it turned out to be live service multiplayer slop and bombed spectacularly after a long, terrible development. But a Black Flag remake would definitely sell like hotcakes, but don't expect it for a few more years at least. So, what other games are they looking to remake in the series? You could make an argument for the Ezio Trilogy, but those games are certified classics, and honestly, I would be okay with it if they go the same route the upcoming Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is doing, leaving the original audio and story intact, but modernizing the gameplay and adding much needed quality of life features. The Ezio Trilogy is still peak Assassin's Creed, and I don't think Ubisoft will ever come close to making something as memorable again in this franchise. But the obvious go-to for a remake has to be the OG that started it all, Assassin's Creed, way back from our holy year of gaming, 2007. This is something that I feel doesn't need to be an exact one-to-one remake, like I said the Ezio Trilogy should be, and could even expand on its story, like with what Revelations did, with the Altair flashbacks, or even personally, I would include all of Bloodlines, the underrated PSP game that's a direct follow-up to Assassin's Creed 1. There was so much more of Altair's life that I feel can easily be told if it was remade. And that's just the story aspect. The gameplay is what most needs to be improved. To say Assassin's Creed 1 has repetitive gameplay would be a massive understatement. You essentially do the same 2 or 3 things every different location you visit, like 3 different times. You go to a new location like Jerusalem or Acre, you learn about your target by eavesdropping, beating someone up, for information, pickpocket someone, or save a citizen who might have that, and then you go and assassinate your target. Rinse and repeat till you essentially beat the game. To greatly expand these cities and the quest in order to discover your targets is what everyone wants in a remake from this game. Now, besides Ezio and Bayek, Altair is my favorite Assassin's Creed protagonist, and this game, needs a remake, as many fans that get into the series now pretty much skip this game entirely and head straight to the Ezio Trilogy because of the gameplay repetitions. I love this franchise, and I hope it continues for a long time, and to revisit some of these classics in a new and improved way is something I've wanted for over a decade now. I'm excited for Shadows this November, but somehow this news has me even more excited.